Baltimore City continues to make historic strides when it comes to reducing violent crime. Hi everyone, I'm Jason Newton. Welcome to 11 TV Hill. In 2025, the city had already experienced an historic drop in homicides, and so far this year, the numbers are even lower. Leaders are crediting the group violence reduction strategy. They say the combination of police work, community involvement, and help from local, federal organizations, all really making a difference here in the city. The city's crime reduction efforts have become a model for other communities around the country now. Joining us today is Mayor Brandon Scott. Good to see you, man.
Always good to be here, Jay.
Before we get to the crime numbers, let's talk summer numbers. You were telling me about the pools.
Yeah.
You've been doing all right.
We've already had 70,000+ people go to the pools this summer. We had over 30,000 something go during those real hot days, cold red days. We had about 700 at our teens Splash Fest. We had one again this week. We're just going to continue. Rec and Parks is doing a great job this summer with the late night hype. Rec centers open late night across the city on Friday and Saturdays. They have camps all over the place, including a BWI camp that I'm going to visit in a few weeks. We just want to continue to provide opportunities so folks who are looking for stuff for young people to do, it is there. Just go to Rec and Parks website or visit their social media. There's always activities for our young people to do.
And that plays into the crime numbers, I feel like. I think it keeps people out of harm's way. Like, you know, grandmother would say, idle minds, the devil's workshop. And I think that's really part of it. When there's something for people to do, it changes the mindset a little bit.
We do. We know it is. And I saw a young lady when they were interviewing young people at one of the Teen Splash things, and she said, well, why are you here? I want to have fun, but I want to be safe, right? And that's the mixture. And when you do that, and at the same time have the enforcement that we need, when you have the community violence intervention, when you have the accountability that comes in after the great police work to turn over to the state's attorney, the U.S. attorney, or the attorney general, that's how you collectively get this historic reduction. Everybody working, doing their part, pulling their weight, and doing everything they can to make Baltimore safer. And Jason, Baltimore right now is safest as it's ever been on record, but that's still not good enough for me. We have a long way to go. We're going to continue to push.
I saw young people youth works. They're loading up, I think, lunches for other campers elsewhere. I think that's another good place to put young folks, and not only to give them something to do, but also get used to the work environment. 8,500 young people doing youth works. We have in my office. I bumped into a bunch of the youth workers at the University of Maryland Medical Center the other day. The Orioles have youth workers. Companies around Hopkins has youth workers. All of our agencies have youth workers. Nonprofit groups have youth workers, and we're showing young people what they can be, giving them the opportunity not just to get that money, but the experience working in their office, working in a specific field, something that they might want to grow into doing, and that's what we want to continue to push that as well. That's a lot of things happening for our young people summer, even our older young people who also want to make money to buy those school clothes. Right. Here's a disappointment, or a frustration at least. We've been looking at those pools, and late night, folks are deciding still to hop the fence. And it is a vandalism issue, but it's a life issue too, man.
Listen, we know that pool hopping has been going on long as you and I have been in Baltimore.
Not new.
But it's something that we really have to stop. Last year, we had a grown man be saved up in North Baltimore out of the pool by our officer in Foxtrot, who just happened to go to Mervo. But think about that. A grown man who knew he could not swim hopped the fence and jumped in the pool, right? And we see it with young people, and we have to make sure that people know, do not swim unless there's a lifeguard there, because you might lose your life. We've seen that happen in Baltimore and other places too many times in our lifetime. But the vandalism is a totally even different thing.
You rob everybody.
You're robbing everybody. You're talking about pools that we just renovated, that we just built brand new, that people are vandalizing. This is why we need people to also hold their children and their family members accountable too, because when you say, oh, the pool is closed today, well, it's closed because somebody in the neighborhood decided to jump in there and vandalize the pool or pour chemicals in it, and now no one gets to swim.
Tell me about dirt bikes a little bit. The commissioner was here last week. The idea is not to punish these gas stations. They're looking for an ally. And then there are businesses like the hip hop who thinks that they may be targeted here. So what do we do? Another, age-old problem. How do we handle it this year?
Yeah, listen, we're always looking for ways for people. We know that dirt biking is a part of city culture. That's why we support B360 and all these other organizations that are helping riders ride in a different way. But we also have to have the accountability for people who are doing things the wrong way. And that's the balanced approach approach that we're going to continue to take. We're always exploring the things. We know that B360 and others are looking at ways to maybe building a dirt bike park or things like that, and those things will come. But we also cannot have people running into people's cars and all the stuff that you and I and other folks get complaints about.
Sure. Tell me about DPW. The fixes is coming in now to take care of some problems, but there are issues there to get through the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, we saw the recent report. We obviously know that that's still going on, but when you look at the investment that we've made into DPW when it comes to our facilities, we're talking about facilities that had not been invested in, an agency really that had not been invested in a long time. And I was with one of the union leaders a few weeks ago on election day, and he just said, thank you. Yeah. You guys are giving us stuff that we haven't seen in a long time. And we know, and they know, that we still have a lot of work to do, and we're just going to keep pulling back on that. When you look at the stuff that we're doing at the East Side transfer station, in this place, in that place, we just have to invest in not just the salaries, because now we give them their biggest raise in quite a long time, but also the infrastructure that we know is old and outdated that we have to update as well.
Every month you help out and honor our Dr. Tim Tootin. This week, a school that's near and dear to both of us.
Something that we can finally agree.
We can agree.
I am wearing my Roland Park Elementary Middle School shirt. Both of us went to Roland Park
Second grade to 8th. How about you?
I went 6th to 8th, so it is the best middle school in Baltimore, so we can finally agree on a shirt. So in honor of Reverend Tootin and all the great Rams from past to future, I wore the shirt today.
Principal Pinckney is no joke over there.
Principal
He gets work done over there.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Yep.